What's up? What's up, everybody? This is Rusty from Rusty Barrel Homebrewing. I wanted to do a quick review. I was going to call it a 2-minute review, but I don't think I can make it in 2 minutes. You know, I'd be rambling in these videos. I wanted to do a quick review of one of my recent creations, this Beet beer. Okay, it's a beer I brew with beets. I wanted a Valentine's themed beer, something red, something purple, something lovey-dovey looking, and so I drew some inspiration from red velvet cupcakes. And as you know, that's like chocolate cake with red food dye and cream cheese frosting. So I thought, let me brew a dessert beer with lactose for the sweetness, for like the dessert feel, and also like kind of for the creamy half of cream cheese frosting, some cocoa nibs for the chocolate, and also added vanilla bean for the just for general flavor, like dessert flavor. What else? That's it. Yeah. Oh, and for the color, I decided to do beets, and that's kind of a crazy choice because we all know that cupcakes don't taste like beets. But I thought I've been wanting to try beets in beer for a while, and I thought let's just see what it does. Maybe it'll turn the beer red, and I can cover up the beets with the other adjuncts. So here's a quick sniff. You can get a little bit of vanilla, you can get a little bit of the cocoa, but can any of y'all guess what this smells like? It smells like a ton of beets. You can smell a little bit of vanilla, you can smell a little bit of the chocolate, but it's mostly beets. So that kind of leads into how it tastes. It's definitely sweet. You get the lactose, milk sugar. You get the cocoa nibs. I could probably beef up the cocoa nibs. You get a little bit of the vanilla bean, but mostly what you get is beets. Okay, this does not taste like red velvet cupcake at all. It tastes more like like a chocolate beet cupcake, if that's a thing. So the point of this beer is that the beets really came through a lot, and beets, in my opinion, don't really go well with dessert. But I know there are beet desserts out there, chocolate beet desserts out there, and I don't know. Maybe some of you guys would like this beer. It's kind of a desserty beer. It's 8%. It doesn't taste like 8%. It was only 1014 final gravity, so it's not overly rich or like thick. And maybe for a dessert beer, for a cupcake beer, it should be a little bit higher final gravity, but it's not technically flawed in my opinion. There's no off flavors. It fermented out really well. The fermentation was crazy, by the way. The beets are really highly fermentable. So what's up, y'all? If y'all saw my last post, you saw me throwing all that beet juice into my last batch. Some of y'all messaged me asking how fermentable that beet stuff is, that beet juice. But check this out. All cleaned up. Beets, definitely think about that. Blow off tube there. Use a blow off tube if you're gonna do beets. Raw beets, skinned, and then I ran them through the juicer, and then I added it to the kettle at flame out. So the beets actually worked really well, and this isn't my favorite beer. It's kind of an experimental beer. It's kind of a fun beer. Maybe it's one of those beers that, I don't own a brewery, but you hear these stories about breweries who make these weird one-off beers that become like super hits or whatever. I'm reading this book right now about a brewery whose who made a pickle sour beer, and that like became their cash cow, even though it was just like one of the experimental beers they made. But anyway, it's not my favorite beer, but it's not bad. Um, the takeaway from this though is that I'm not done with beets. I definitely want to try brewing with beets again. I like the taste of beets. I just don't think it goes well in this beer. Um, I think what I'd like to try is to do a saison. You know, beets are kind of earthy, um, and I think it would go well pairing it with some like earthy hops, and like the farmhouse feel of a saison. I think that could be good. So, anyway, I feel like I'm rambling already. Beet beer. That's it. Peace.